Hey, this is Robert with a automotive quick tip. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about coolant and topping off your coolant. I get a lot of messages from people that are doing coolant work where they're draining coolant out and then they're not filling it back in the way it needs to be, and they're freaking out right after they do a major coolant job. I get a lot of messages about that. Getting these coolant systems filled up and burped is really not that tricky. If when you're trying to get it full, it goes down and gives you a low coolant light, you should be able to get that cap off and fill it up. If it's trying to boil over and you can't get that cap off, park it, let it cool down, suck all the coolant down, then fill it up. You got to do one or the other. Whenever you put some of your car back together, after you've replaced the radiator, after you've replaced firewall junction, after you replaced some coolant hose where you drain the coolant out of the system, this is what I do, and I don't have all these panic attacks with, oh no, nothing went wrong. I fill the coolant reservoir up as high as I can. Just fill it up. I fill the reservoir all the way up. I start the car. I take it for a short drive. Now, at shops, they got a system that pressurizes your coolant system. It burps all the air out. We don't normally have that. So, fill the coolant system up. Take it for a short drive. 5, 10 minutes. You may get a low coolant light, but you know it has a gallon and a half in it. Park the car back home. Or when you get your low coolant light, pull over while it's still running. Ease your reservoir cap off very, very slow. When you get your reservoir cap off, fill it up to the full line. Put the cap back on. Drive it another 30 minutes. You may get a low coolant light again. Or you get home with the car still running. You ease this cap off, put it to your full mark. You should be done. Another thing you may do is fill it up as high as you can, up to the opening on the cap. Drive the car 5-10 minutes. It'll drop down. Park the car. Let the car sit till it totally cools off. I'm talking 6 hours. When you come back in 6 hours, it would have burped. The level would be down. Fill it up to the full mark. Then drive the next day like it ain't nobody's business and you ain't worried about it. If you get a low coolant light, pull over with the engine still running, ease the cap off, top it off. If you don't get a low coolant light, park the car the next morning, top it off before you go anywhere, before you start the car, and you should be good. You shouldn't have to add any more coolant. Now, if you have air in the system, it's going to act crazy. It's going to be trying to back up in the reservoir. It's going to be doing weird things, sucking coolant down, pushing it back up through your reservoir. If your reservoir cap is bad, you'll have weird things going on. Don't panic. Let the car cool all the way down and then fill it up to the full line with the car cooled all the way down, or with the car running, fill it up to the full line. Do that 2 or 3 top off. The system should be totally burped. Make sure you don't have a coolant leak. Make sure you have a cap. If the car is hot, you drive it, you stop it, you park it. Don't cut the engine off, jump out of the car, run out here and open this cap, because you're not going to be able to get it off. The temperature difference from the coolant and your atmosphere air is going to make this coolant back up into this bottle and probably overflow. The owner's manual tells you never remove this cap with the engine hot. Well, you can remove it slowly if the engine's running and hot, but not if the engine is off and hot. Never take this cap off if the engine is hot and the engine's not running. It just doesn't work with these cars. So I hope this helps. This is what I got to say about it now. Take it as you will. Call me if you need to. That's what I'm going to tell you to do, is what I just told you right now. So hope it helps. Have a great day. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.